Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you a spicy Warwick jungle build that is currently his best build for carrying after all the recent changes. For those of you not aware, Ravenous is no longer as good as it used to be. Neither is Jack Show. They're both still solid items on Warwick, and if you build them, you won't be disappointed. However, you have better options these days. Honestly, Divine Sunder, I feel like, is being slept on super heavily. Gives him literally every stat he needs. Armor penetration, magic penetration, 80 health, ability haste, plus a big burst. Instead, I would actually recommend the Frostfire Gauntlet, or I suppose as it's called these days, the Iceborne Gauntlet. It's super strong at an incredibly cheap price, only 3,000 gold. It makes you super tanky to whoever you're attacking in the field. It reduces the damage you take from them by 10% whenever the primary target is inside of your field. So yeah, auto attack Q reset. We'll probably end up doing a 4-camp clear into invade. Most junglers full clear these days, but Jarvan definitely doesn't, so we'll see what we can do against him. There's no reason to really full clear on Warwick though. It's somewhat inefficient. Your full clear on Warwick's going to end somewhere around 330 to 340. When instead you could do a 3 to 4 camp clear and push out onto the map way before anyone expects it. He takes his blue side much easier, blue into Gromp. His red side, the camps are harder. The Krugs and Raptors, since they're multi-target, he can't take them very efficiently. So it's typically something you want to avoid. For our first item rush, if we're ahead, we'll go for a Bork. If we're not ahead, we'll push straight for an Iceborne Gauntlet for the large amount of burst it has, and even some AoE damage as well against everything on its Spellblade passive. Now that we're level 3, we could beat anyone on a red buff fight. I don't think we're going to be able to really kill Jarvan in his jungle. That's why I'm not in a rush to invade him. I'd rather get more gold and get there roughly at the same time he would get there to my top laner. Go ahead and ping that out because he's most likely in that area. You don't need to start a potion on Warwick. Warwick could do a leashless clear and still be really high HP because he gets more HP whenever he's below half health or a quarter health in terms of his auto attacks. So you really don't want to waste gold on a potion. Hey friend, get him with a W, swing through, auto attack E, trying to block him here. Okay, we got his flash. That's really big because we didn't. Oh, he's dead. Auto attack Q through, down he goes. Yeah, you shouldn't have turned back in. You can't kill Warwick like that because, like I said, his healing is way too high. This thing is going to die super fast because we have some lethal tempo. I also smited it early to get our W extra attack speed. Jarvan's going to end up losing both Scuttle Crabs here. That sucks for him. He did a greedy clear. He was literally doing a full clear, which you shouldn't do on Jarvan. It's way too risky. My team already has insane damage with Fiora, Talon, Lucian. I have 3 hyper carries on my team. There's no point for me to go damage. I need to be front-liney and a little bursty rather than just full shred god mode. I can't tell if Talon's trying to freeze this or not. He might actually be trying to freeze it. Looking at the wave to where I didn't want to touch it. I just want to cross through to get to Scuttle Crab here. Getting off our W before we fought him is super important. That way we get the movement speed into him. And also the attack speed starts out at 70% level 1. Super high. Getting 70% extra attack speed, even if they're full health, by activating our W is a big deal. And you have to make sure you activate W before you start fighting, because once you start dealing or taking damage from enemy champions, you cannot activate your W in the fight at that point. You have to do it before taking or dealing damage to champions. Super important. We'll back here in a moment. We could go for a Titanic rush or an Iceborne Gauntlet rush. They're both comparable. Since we can afford the Tiamat outright, it'd probably be best to go for a Titanic first. On top of that, Titanic does synergize really well with Warwick's Q and R. Warwick's Q applies on-hit effects, so you can auto-attack Q reset, apply Bork twice or Titanic twice. And Warwick's R applies on-hit effects 3 times, so you can apply the Bork or the Titanic 3 times with your R alone. So that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead, pick up Tiamat, grab this, push back out onto the map. Be pretty affordable. The biggest downside rushing Iceborne, even though it's technically cheaper than Titanic, you can get Tiamat at 1,200 gold versus 3,000 for the Iceborne Gauntlet's AoE. So if you can afford Tiamat in your first back, then you wouldn't want to rush Sunfire or an Iceborne. Sunfire is not horrible on Warwick, but you do lose out on a little bit of damage. Auto attack Q through. Always Q through when it comes to champions. You get a much longer window to attach. I want Fiora to get this. I don't want to take her minions. She needs to focus that cannon. Who are we getting blood scent on here? Oh, it's on cast. Cool. Very nice. I'd like to use oracles when I'm on blood scent so I can cover more of the map, but my oracles is on cooldown. I'll stay for plate. I don't know where Jarvan is. I assume he's on his Raptor side though. Got a blood scent. We'll run it bot. Ooh, we might be able to get some Raptors real quick. Auto attack Q. We'll smite this to get the extra attack speed bonus. I doubt he's going to be over here on Raptors. I think he might have ended up resetting. Oh, there he is. I don't want to fight here. My AD carry just back, so it's a 2v2. It's a really bad fight. I'm getting close to level 6 as well. We might as well get that before we fight the Heimerdinger. Warwick's R goes through every single CC in the game. You can even go through a Vygar cage with your R. It's kind of crazy. Most people don't realize that. As long as you haven't technically landed, you're unstoppable. You will still take full damage though, so keep that in mind. Should be able to gank here. I think they might have seen me. I'll go ahead and pop W and Ghost. Get as close as we can before we go to R. Got my Eon because they're focusing me. We get the cross through into an R. Oh, Maokai almost got his CC off. I want to help him push this real quick so I can safely go take Dragon and I'll ideally have them help me do it. Take it as fast as possible. Jarvan's not level 6 yet. You can't really stop us. Auto attack Q through to dodge its displacement. So like I said, Warwick are going through everything. His Q goes through every displacement in the game. So a Tristana knockback, a Blitz knockup, any kind of hook, your Q will go through as long as you've started it. Jarvan can't really come in. There's no way. Got it. Yeah, he's literally going to die for nothing. We get the attachment. So not only does your Q go through all displacements, but if they dash, flash, or blink, you get to follow them with it. You latch on like a leech. You leech on tight. That's why against champions 19 out of 20 times you should always leech on tight unless you're going to die by leeching through into an enemy turret and killing yourself. All right. Got those. Can't afford Titanic, so I'll hold off on tier 2 boots. I'm not in a rush. I don't think there's a particular boot that's great against their team. They have double magic damage with Kassadin and Heim. Varus, Jarvan, and Wukong are all physical damage, so whether I go plated or mercs, they'll be getting neutral value off of it. So I'd rather just get my Titanic for now. I really do like Swifties on Warwick. I think they're slept on. Your movement speed increases your R range, so by default they help with that. Plus they're inexpensive. Their team has a cast slow, a Varus slow, and a Heim slow as well, so the slow negation will help out with that. Plus they have exhaust slow, so my R is up. We should be looking for a gank, but there's nothing to really gank at the moment other than kind of mid. Talon gets the attach with his Q dash. Point and click follows. Even if they flash over a wall, it'll follow. Auto attack Q. Jarvan's showing up mid for some reason. He's kind of low on health. I'll go for Wukong. He's looking gankable. Yeah, he doesn't have boots. I have boots. He doesn't have any HP items. Warwick does, I'd say 60% magic damage, 40% physical. He's mostly a magic damage champ because every single one of his abilities, including passive. Got blood scent on so I can see him. Auto attack Q through, get the fear as we fling through. I want her to get as much of this as possible. I think I'm gonna end up taking one there. She's taking them really slow. Nice. I can reset off that. I'm sitting on a Titanic and also tier 2 boots. I'm thinking Lucids or Swifties. It's a tough call on Warwick. I'm thinking Swifties for the extra range. It's also super important to get as close as possible to either land fear so then you can R without missing a lot of the times, or to get in range to get your Q attached to stay on top of people, to where having that extra mobility can oftentimes be more impactful than having slightly lower cooldowns to use your abilities more frequently. Because ultimately, if you're not within an effective range to use them, having them up more doesn't really mean anything. I think their comp overall is better than ours. Our comp is kind of early game based. I already have Blood Sense, so I'm not going to W active. I'll Ghost into R. We get the pick. I need to get my E down. Take some reduced damage. I would like to kill this guy here. I had Ghost extensions from getting the Varus. Really long range from W speed up since he's below half, plus the Ghost speed up. Go ahead and smite him. Auto attack Q. Oh, Jarvan's here. I think Jarvan realizes he can't fight me. I gotta leave though. Varus is about to pinch me. I don't want to fight 1v2 underneath their turret. No R. Even if I do have item advantage. Cass has insane scaling right now. They buffed his 2 main items to where it's actually kind of tricky to deal with once he's hitting those power spikes. Talon's clearly trying to freeze it, so I don't want to kind of push it out from under him there. I'll play for Herald into Dragon. Might as well. They can't contest. I have top prio, mid prio, and I'm pretty fed as is, to where I could probably solo Wukong and Jarvan at the same time. Whenever you're in a situation where you're fighting multiple people or someone who's really fed, try to save your E for as long as possible. Since Warwick does get more healing when he's below half and a quarter health, you want to try to save your E to where you're already below half HP. So that way it's keeping you alive when you're already in the sweet spot for your self-healing. Because if you're using it when you're already full health, you're kind of wasting it. Go ahead and take this, and then I'll go top. Jarvan jungle isn't bad right now. It's just not good. It's a extremely vanilla, kind of low mid-tier champion. Just more consistent options. Oh, hey, Wukong. He doesn't have boots. I have fast boots, so I'm gonna R. I wasn't gonna be able to get to him otherwise. Since I was in combat, I lost my movement speed bonus from my W active. Or passive, either way you slice it. I should have used Q immediately. If you hover cursor on them when you have R, when they're suppressed, you can swing through frame for frame, and they can't out flash it or out CC you with displacement like a Wukong R. So that was my bad there. I should have anticipated that. At least we traded Rs with him and also did a chunk of HP. What am I chasing here? Ooh, Heim's really low. Talon does have R. Auto attack Q through. I just got triple fear. There's fighting the real Wukong, I hope, here. Oh, wait. Who am I fighting? I'm kind of fighting everybody. I didn't realize Talon died without killing anybody, question mark. I'm really confused. I don't know if he managed to actually not kill anybody. I thought I killed Wukong and Varus. Am I wrong? Because I do know Heimerdinger was like 300 health. But, I don't know. At least we did get Dragon there. Able to splash it with Titanic. Really weird fight. Now it's time to go for Iceborns. Iceborns make us incredibly tanky. Incredibly tanky, and on top of that gives us some burst, ability haste, and it makes us take less damage from the person that we're focusing once we apply our Spellblade on them. Plus 50 health, 5% tenacity, 5% slow resistance. Tenacity does go a long way ever since they nerfed the tenacity rune and precision tree. Finding tenacity through your items is more impactful than ever because of that. Plus Warwick would want to go Alacrity anyways for the extra kill potential and carry potential. Kind of bummed out we gave up shutdown gold there. I think I gave them I gave them 900 gold there by dying. It's kind of crazy. Getting a big movement speed up that way. Kind of annoyed how much value Heim's giving them. I'm going to ghost into R. Down he goes. We're too tanky for them to live underneath turret. Is too squishies. Heim will get absolutely melted. We lose the Herald. It is what it is. I was trying to force the dive, and that's what we did. It's hard to get value out of Heralds these days. They only scrape like a plate and a half instead of 2 plates and a half like they used to. That's why you should always prioritize Dragon over Herald if you have the option. A lot of times you basically just go for Herald when Dragon's already on cooldown, or if you can't contest Dragon and you know they're going for it, so you get it as a consolation prize. More so than previously. They nerfed Herald and buffed Dragons at the same time at the start of like preseason 13 essentially. Might be able to get the pinch on Jarvan here. Got W movement speed active on him. Now I'm getting it passively even more so because he was below 20% health, rather just 50%. Because whenever you use it actively, it counts it as they're below 50% health in terms of your attack speed and your movement speed. Go ahead and grab our Iceborns now. Oh, we have so many options. We could push Bork. We could push Sunfire. I'm thinking against their team, we would even go for like a Wit's End here. I'd say we'll go Wit's End after Sunfire. Sunfire, Wit's End, and we'll round off the build with a Bork. Because like I said, my team is already insane damage. Like everyone on my team picked Genji. Everyone picked the quarterback position. So I kind of just need to front line as much as possible. As long as I don't get Giga Bursted, I can still shred up their squishies. Particularly when my Lethal Temple is full stacked, I can cut through them really well. Let's see if this is warded. It's not. I want their red buff. Can I get a flank on them here? Pop W. Get the Q attachment. Looks like he missed his flag, which is kind of funny. Alright, he just flashed wall. I want his red buff. Or potentially a kill on Poop Kong over here. Should I just R for this? I know I shouldn't, but I really wanted to kill still that. The range is insane. When you're moving that fast, your range is basically a Luxor. Who got the red buff? I don't even know. It must have been Varus. Because I don't see who actually got it there. No one's over here. We'll play for Draxol. Draxol's huge for Warwick. Oh, this is weird. Very strange. We ran out of minions. Don't mind if I do. Just finished my jungle item, so we're getting extra shield and tenacity. Whenever you kill a monster, any monster, it refreshes your shield. And you lose the tenacity when your shield breaks as well. So just something to think about. Blue jungle item is nearly equally as viable on Warwick. The green one's slightly better though. Slightly. They're not going to contest dragons. They lose the game by default then. They're behind so far in gold. As long as we show up to drag fights, even if they do have the better late game comp, it's going to be very challenging for them to do anything. Pop W here. I could ghost for that and potentially get. It's not worth though. We're already playing from the driver's seat. We don't have to get out of the vehicle. We can just drive it in. Take as many of their camps as possible. Sunfire is really cheap. Lots of damage. I would like to get some magic resist. I mean, I do have 10 from my conditioning, which is nice to deal with Sork Shoe purchases. Oh, hey friend. Q through. Got the fear on. We'll go ahead and just use R to close. Q him straight out of R. This guy's not dying. I don't have low damage either. He's just not dying. Kind of crazy. Because that's what shield bow gets you these days. Permatank. Cast look for the kill. Couldn't quite find it. He's not on his 2 full item power spikes right now. He's just kind of meh. It's when he has Rod of Aegis and Archangel Staff. He gets kind of freaky. A little scary. Could have really Baron off that. If my team was willing to come over here. So nothing up for us to really get other than maybe outer mid turret, second outer. Rather just play for dragon and not throw any more shutdown gold. We could definitely go for Vistage here. The thing is they are still 3 physical, 2 magic damage, to where I would prefer to get Sunfire into Vistage or Sunfire into Wit's End. You could make the argument Vistage against them because Vistage synergizes with Ocean Drag plus Ocean Soul really well, the extra healing, and Vistage gives you 30% extra healing and shielding, I believe. Yeah, no, 25%, still really good. Big fight. Go ahead and use my W on this. Auto attack Q through. Go ahead and R the Varus. I don't have Q to get him immediately, but I also know that he didn't have his flash from earlier. Very nice. Dragon up in 2 minute 30. We can't end here. They have too many turrets. We don't have enough minions. Could take Baron. Baron is an extra 300 gold for all of us. Extra stats plus extra push. 5 kills worth of gold off Baron. Warwick tanks it so easy. I don't think it's possible for Baron to really kill Warwick. I don't think it is if Warwick has more than 1 item. Warwick's below half health, he gets so much extra healing, and then when he's at a quarter health, he gets even more. So even though we're tanking it, we're still full health here. Easy. 2 item Lucian, 2.5 item Warwick. Or 2.5 item Lucian, 2.5 item Warwick. So basically 5 items at work there. Total. We can get Sunfire. Might as well reset. 500 health is no joke, man. Sitting at 3k HP, 200 armor, so 67% physical resistance, 39% magic resistance. Could use a little bit more MR, so I think we'll round it off with Vistage into Bork or Vistage into... Yeah, probably Vistage Bork. Thornmail isn't horrible on Warwick. I just think Thornmail as an item is a little bit underpowered right now for what it does. The heal cut on, it's a bit thin. Go ahead and pop W for this. Big fight that I'm not really in. Ooh, too many. 3 of them are all full HP pretty much. Are they gonna fight me? I mean, I'm down. I'll attack Q. I don't think he realized that his teammates left him. We get the Q attachment. Do you see that frame for frame? We held it down while we were R on top of them. So even if he dashed or flashed there, even if he was scripting, even if he had cheats, there's no way for him to outplay that. Once our R lands, he's just dead. Because our Q is going to guarantee clamp on, leech on there. Look at that extra damage. Holy crap. My R is on cooldown, so if they press me really hard for red buff here, I'll need to give it. Yeah. Auto attack Q. Psych! Oh yeah, I need to go. Oh, I'm really tanky though. I am really tanky. Holy crap. I won't die. There's 3 of them hitting me. Wukong's 2 full item. Varus is 1.5 times 1. They can't kill it. Too much girth. That's why I like Tank Boy Warwick. You can take a hit without crumbling. Probably my favorite build on him right now, man. I can see why it currently has the highest win rate. Not many people at Iron through Gold are taking it. This build's starting to become more common for Platinum and up. Particularly Diamond Plus. A lot of people in Gold and lower are still running Ravenous Hydra and Jacksha, which, like I said, it's not bad. The value is moderately diminished, though, since the nerfs and adjustments they've made. We could probably end here with Draxel. I have R. Lucian's is a bit low. I didn't attach in time. That was my bad. I wasted Ghost there. Bit of a ripperoni. kill Varus if he steps out a little bit. Or just end. Just ending is the responsible option. And that's it. They quit. The power of beefy boy Warwick. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 because that one was so short. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time we're up against the Graves. Honestly, not a bad matchup. Any champion that has a dash or a leap, Warwick can play quite well into. The only exception is if you're playing against a top-level challenger Graves or a Kindred, they can kite you out pretty hard. So looks like they just got a free kill. Very cool. Katarina Dark, still love to see it versus my mid Soraka. Very nice. You always love to see some mid Soraka in ranked. We're going to be starting bot lane for the best leash possible, ideally. I don't know how they snuck in. I guess it's people weren't really keeping watch. We were keeping watch top side. I think they're probably stacked in bush. Enemies just kind of walked around. They could still be in here. It's, I don't want to say rare, but it's a lot less common for them to actually start on your buff now, because they farm your buff or any of your camps 20% slower than you do. When you're taking the enemy's jungle, you take it 20% slower than your own. So usually when they invade, it's for a kill, and that's pretty much it. Kind of lame though that they actually got it. Super cheesy. Trying to pull it out away from the wall, that way we don't miss it. I'm gonna wait for my Q to come up here. Auto Q. I wanted to pull it out just in case. You never know when a support's slipping around like a snake. So I need my Q to act as a little smite, since I don't want to smite something that's already almost dead. Plus, smite's better once you have your W, so you can get at half health, get maximum damage. I'm going to do a 3 camp clear and invade. Oftentimes, Graves will do a full clear. Oh man, their bot lane's going to get really big. Making me nervous. We'll work on the Gromp now. Auto attack Q reset. You can't take them at the same time in Season 13. There's not a single jungler in the game that can multi-take camps anymore, really. If you could, then you would take them at the same time, but it's not possible. Auto attack Q reset. Getting a little bit of a blood scent from the bot angle. I'm actually going to go top. Invading Graves worries me because they have a fed Kata. And I have a Soraka mid, so go ahead and pop W for the movement speed bonus. We're going to get Q through, get the attachment. He flashed late, basically. He needed to flash way sooner, or just don't use any sums at all. Basically, he wanted the best of both worlds, and you can't have the best of both worlds. Got him with auto Q. Get the attachment. Down he goes. That should be GG's, honestly, as long as I don't throw my lead. Even with my bot lane kind of just dying a lot against Draven. Oh, nice. Soraka gets the kill. Should probably just push this wave. She needs to push so she can reset and not have Katarina end up trying to freeze or something weird on her. I'll go ahead and let her get that back line. Nice. She gets it. I'll get top scuttle and we can look for a reset first back, picking up T-Mat. It's absolutely the best item you can get at Warwick, your first back. I still have my red buff. Okay, so he's just going for his raptors. I thought he might be coming over here, and I was ready to kill him. We're going to just auto him down, Q whenever we think he's going to dash, or use Q as an auto reset when we can no longer reach him with our normal autos. He's smart enough not to go for it. He would have gotten absolutely wasted if he did. Even longsword advantage, red buff is worth way more than a singular longsword. We're going to pop W since we're behind him. Q through him, auto attack fear. I wanted to keep him inside of the Volibear slow for as long as possible, or inside of the Volibear E, because Volibear E does an insane amount of damage. That's why I went ahead and feared kind of early, just to hold him inside and make sure Volibear damage landed and the slow connected. I need to reset. I don't want to fight Graves there. First item back, we have Tiamat. We'll grab this and go in for more of the Titanic. Like I said, I wouldn't really recommend... What just happened? I think Katarina must have hit me with a Q as I was resetting, because it followed me all the way to base. That was so strange. I forget what I was saying. So yeah, we're still going to go for Titanic because Ravenous is kind of mad now. Draven has Sheen. He's going to absolutely chunk. He doesn't have a single death. He's level 4. Could try to gank bot. They have so much CC though. I could see Draven perma-kiting me. I don't really want to gank until it's an actual gank, meaning we have an advantage. Fighting 2v2 is not really an advantage. Once both my bot laners are there, then I'll be down. Soraka and the cat is an interesting matchup. Soraka mid is pretty good as long as she can land our Qs, because the self-healing on it's nuts. I don't know if they're on dragon or not. I'll lay it in the back of the pit just to make sure. I think we could do this potentially. It seems like they know that I'm here though. Yeah. That was a waste of time. Draven ran immediately. Soraka has massive setup here. Holy crap. Alright, I'll just focus this guy then. Auto attack Q through. Down he goes. Very nice for us. We're moving so fast off the cat speed up. We're able to outrun the pike, dash, stun, whatever you want to call it. I'm almost level 6. I'm really close. My teammates are setting up a lot of blood sense for me. It's making it easy to get across the map. Got this half health. We'll be able to shred it really fast. Very nice. Graves is over here. All he has is longsword. I have team at advantage. Go ahead and ghost for this. Auto attack Q through. Auto attack E. Got him. Darius is about to get full stack passive on this chick. Auto attack Q. Down he goes. Hello, Katarina. I'm on massive ghost extensions. We get the Q through, but she gets to jump back onto her guys there. I literally just took so much freaking damage from turret there, plus ignite. Volibear gets the kill. That's so big. Katarina was on full cooldowns because she dashed back to her minions. She literally didn't have anything to kill me with other than like a flash auto or something, but I don't think she had... I literally think she had no way of doing anything there. She was fully juiced trying to escape. Freaking nuts, man. This game's so many kills. I should probably reset play for Titanic. That would be the safest move because I'm sitting on so much gold right now. Yeah, we just shouldn't because I'm sitting on too much gold. Oh man, why? But why though? Cat is gonna be here. This is a bad fight. I don't know. I don't like it. This just feels so forced. I don't even want to do dragon right now. I don't have smite, so it makes no sense. The only thing I can rely on is them not trying to fight it because they assume I have smite. That'd be the only reason they don't come fight for this, is they're like, oh, okay, Warwick's fed by a fight. I would rather go mid here with how Cat is kind of acting. I get blood sent into R. Auto attack Q, auto attack E. I get the fear, but she flashed away really fast. I don't necessarily want to take her cannon. Like, I don't want to steal her last hits. That's not my goal. My goal is to just get the wave pushed to force pressure onto the map. Auto attack Q. Pull this over here. Darius is dead. I really need to reset. Graves has more gold spent than me at the moment in terms of damage output. This is bad if Graves gets here on time. He probably went to his Raptors first, so he's not going to be here quite in time. We're taking this super slow, 20% slower than he can take his own camp since we're in his jungle. Gotta love those season 13 changes, man. Very cool, very fun. I doubt he would push out for this since he doesn't have red buff and he's also not particularly fed. We haven't spent our gold yet. We really need to, man. I can't help Volibear here, I don't think. Yeah, he died. She's full health. Like, what am I gonna do? She has more gold spent than I do. Me rotating for that would do nothing for our team. Let's smite that. It's time to reset. I already know Cat is in the area. Spam ping it out. I don't have R anyways. Good time to back. We'll go ahead and pick up the... This is a plated type of game. Their team is absurdly... Oh my god, come on. Give me that controller. Their team is absurdly physical damage heavy in a lethality type of way, like overly physical damage penetration heavy. Pike lethality, Graves lethality, Draven oftentimes will pick up a lethality item. It's not uncommon. So 3 of them plus the Darius. They're 4 physical in total, so we're gonna get crazy value out of plated here. I'm gonna go ahead and Ghost into R. Down she goes. I'm on extensions right now, but I don't want to walk into the enemies because I think they're over there. So we're chilling. We are hard chilling. Darius is right here. He's literally... Oh, he was right there. He at least moved for it, but I guess he stopped. Gonna lay it over the wall. He's trying to escape. Pop with W. Senna should hit the snare. She missed the snare somehow. Volibear has R. Q through. Down he goes. Send a tank. 2 shots. Perfect. They lose turret here. Arguably, I laid Herald early. I could have waited for the wave. Because Herald only scrapes a plate in a sliver these days instead of 2 plates in a sliver. As long as I don't throw shutdown gold. Be sitting nice and pretty. I'll attack Q reset. Draven's still super fed though, so they definitely have a win con. Got him with smite. Q through. Get him with the fear. Just barely. Volibear's gonna... Ooh, Soraka R saves. I don't want to fight this. This is a weird fight. That was really, really good. That Soraka R saved Volibear super hard. Whenever Soraka's teammates, I think it's are below 40% health, her R heals 50% more. It's something along those lines. We definitely don't want to stay for what's about to happen. We're sitting on a lot of gold, every single one of us. We're about to have our Frostfire into... We're into a Sunfire. The core is truly just Titanic into the Iceborne gauntlets. That's the core. Titanic, Iceborne. The tier 2 boots, which one you go for is optional. Really just depends. But the Titanic is not optional. The HP, the on hit, the AD, super valuable. And then the Iceborne, I guess if they're truly full AP, then you'd go for not Iceborne. You'd instead, I guess, go for Radiant Virtue because it gives armor and magic resist. Or you could go Chem Tank. I don't think Chem Tank's even a mythic anymore. Yeah, it's not even mythic. Look at those sexy pings, dude. Painting a picture over here. Obvious Dragon's the next move. Draven is really fed. He only has tier 1 boots though, so I'm faster than him and I have a bunch of armor. As long as I have my E or my R, I should be able to survive our close distance W to get to him. He already knows we're here. I should have just R'd through that, probably. I want this blue buff. Auto Q. If Draven pushes up, he dies for the turret. If he doesn't push up, we take Dragon for free. He's in a lose-lose situation here. We could raw take this, honestly. I'm not going to R for that. I can't reach him. Pike's moving so fast. Warwick R is like a bullet. It has a travel time. It's like throwing a rock. They can move out of the way. Especially, like, the less range it is, the slower it travels. And nice try, Draven. I don't play those games. I'll just stop hitting it. I'm not gonna try to thread the needle there. That key clearly was. Are they rotated to me? They both seem to be missing. Got my W on the Kata. She doesn't have anything to jump to here. Got her flash at least. That's really big. I could auto attack Q reset this. Got it. Thanks for the red buff, buddy. Appreciate it. I bet you he's not too happy. Graves is losing so many resources to me. His most fed player is bot lane, so as long as I play away from his Draven, like, I could kill him and Darius right now. No joke. No joke. Him and Darius are dead if they try to fight me. If I can get my W down before we fight, and so I get the extra bonus attack speed against the initial person to stack up my lethal tempo, then we're fine. Alright, so Darius, need to make sure he's closest inside my circle. And then I'll pop it. He's got nowhere to go. Auto attack Q through, get the fear. I have a nasty movement bonus into this guy. Going Q through, went straight through his hook. I'm on ghost extensions. Might be able to kill Kata. We'll see. Senna seems to be just following me around. Still on my ghost extensions. Got the Kata to dash back. We'll go ahead and push wave real quick. Put pressure down since we're already here. We're not having to really throw off our pressure. We're already at the water fountain. Might as well take a sip. Could stay for the turret. I'd rather take this to build into my jungle item. Drag Souls are a clear win con. Our team does not have a split push comp. No one on our... I wouldn't say nobody, but... in the true late game, we don't have a great option to fight Darius on a split. And, yeah, we're just a team fight comp with the Raka, I think. Auto attack Q through, we get the attachment. Oh, this is all of them here for some reason. Darius canceled my thing. Oh, this is bad. Get the... ooh, look at that fear. Oh, that fear is so big. We got a 4-man fear with the Q through with the E. Volibear popping off Soraka heals. That fear was nasty. Holy moly, they stacked up heavy for that fear. Auto attack Q through, we get the attachment, down he goes. Down he goes. What a game, man, what a game. I don't think we should stay for that. Sitting on 3k gold, it wouldn't make sense to stay. I'm sitting on a full item purchase with 1,000 shutdown gold. It's time to back. We'll go ahead and pick up Frostfire, or I should say Iceborne. Born in ice. Because it's less confusing when it's Iceborne. I swear, dude. I feel like they change the name of it every season. I just don't remember, so. Back in my day, we didn't call it Iceborne Gauntlets. Okay, next item, Sunfire. I say that every single video, too. That whole shtick. Every single time I build it. Iceborne. R is up. Pretty short cooldown. I have the ability haste from Iceborne plus some tenacity from it as well. Chilling on R. Jin's about to get himself budged. Pike and Draven were both right there. Yeah. This Jin's a goober. Surprised he was able to get out of that. Yeah, they know they gotta run. Q through, get the fear onto Draven. He knows he should run. Auto attack Q through. I don't want to R for this. For some reason, Soraka is fudging tanky when Draven's too full item. Maybe he's canceling autos or something. I still have my R as well. I wasn't in a hurry. I'll go ahead and pop W here. Close distance. Get the Q attachment. Down he goes. Hey, Darius, that's cute, buddy. Soraka R'd herself. Straight into Q attachment just in case she flash out of my R. This is really nasty. Having a Soraka on our team when I'm on Warwick, we basically can't die. No matter how much they hit me. Why won't that turret die? I smited him for the slow. I don't think we should fight that. I'm out of mana. Low health. No R. I can get my mana back fast in the jungle. The more mana you're missing, as long as you have purchased the jungle item. We're getting 17 back per second right now because we're so low on mana. I'm not going to steal this from him. I'll let him have it. He started it. Plus, I don't necessarily need it that badly. Oh, I reset. Dang. So these guys are stacking up. We should clearly just take Dragon. Flame Drags on Jhin are ridiculously overtuned because Jhin gets a crazy amount of AD from having attack speed. I think that's what it is. I think crit makes him go fast and attack speed gives him more AD. So Jhin normally gets up to like 800 physical damage. So throw in an extra 6% AD and boy oh boy. It's probably the best energizing champ with Infernal Drag. Go ahead and Ghost R for this. Q right through. That's a double fear. Oh, I can't get the attachment. I gotta just turn and start hitting people. My E's about to be up as well. Senna Q through me. My backline is shockingly good for a deep front line. Like, the Senna range is stupid. Where did he go? He's right here. I want to kill this guy. We get the fear. Auto key reset. Nice, nice, nice. Juicy, man. What a game. I honestly thought we were going to lose at the start because Kata got a kill for free. Soraka did a great job not dying in lane. Since she was able to stay alive, it made the game so winnable. But if she were to keep perma-dying, Kata would be such a hard counter because she's hard for me to stay on top of consistently with double dash mechanic. That's Smurf Q for you, man. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. I'm surprised nobody typed anything. At least no one on the enemy team. Looking at damage ultimate champions, we had the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, not bad. Looking at runes, very spicy. I love this build. I highly recommend it. You guys should give it a try. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.